ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरगः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्याः
सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्याः
प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि
प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि
प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि
प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि
निग्रहः किं करिष्यति
निग्रहः किं करिष्यति
सदृशमिति
सदृशमिति
सदृशम् अनुरूपम्
सदृशमनुरूपं
चेष्टते
चेष्टते
कस्याः स्वस्याः स्वकीयायाः प्रकृतेः प्रकृतिर्नाम पूर्वकृतधर्माधर्मादिसंस्कारः वर्तमानजन्मादाभव्यक्तः सा प्रकृतिः तस्याः सदृशम् एव सर्वो जन्तुः ज्ञानवानपि चेष्टते किं पुनर्मूर्खः तस्मात् प्रकृतिं यान्ति अनुगच्छन्ति भूतानि निग्रहः निषेधरूपः किं करिष्यति
किं करिष्यति
मम वान्यस्य वा
मम वाण्यस्य वा
यदि सर्वो जन्तुः
यदि सर्वो जन्तुः
आत्मनः प्रकृतिसदृशम् एव चेष्टते
आत्मनः प्रकृतिसदृशम् एव चेष्टते
न च प्रकृतिशून्यः कश्चिदस्ति
न च प्रकृतिशून्यः कश्चिदस्ति
ततः पुरुषकारस्य
ततः पुरुषकारस्य
विषयानुपपत्तेः
विषयानुपपत्तेः
शास्त्रानर्थक्यप्राप्ताविदमुच्यते
शास्त्रार्थस्य प्राप्ताविदमुच्यते
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे
रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ
रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितौ
तयोर्नवशमागच्छेत्
तयोर्नवशमागच्छेत्
तौ ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ
ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ
इन्द्रियस्येति
इन्द्रियस्येति
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे
सर्वेन्द्रियाणामर्थे
सर्वेन्द्रियाणामर्थे
शब्दादिविषये
शब्दादिविषये
इष्टे रागः
इष्टे रागः
अनिष्टे द्वेषः
अनिष्टे द्वेषः
इत्येवं प्रतीन्द्रियार्थे
इत्येवं प्रतीन्द्रियार्थे
रागद्वेषौ अवश्यं भाविनौ
रागद्वेषौ अवश्यं भाविनौ
तत्रायं पुरुषकारस्य
तत्रायं पुरुषकारस्य
शास्त्रार्थस्य च
शास्त्रार्थस्य च
विषयः उच्यते
विषयः उच्यते
शास्त्रार्थे प्रवृत्तः
शास्त्रार्थे प्रवृत्तः
पूर्वमेव
पूर्वमेव
रागद्वेषयोः वशं नागच्छेत्
रागद्वेषयोः वशं नागच्छेत्
या हि पुरुषस्य प्रकृतिः
या हि पुरुषस्य प्रकृतिः
रागद्वेषपुरस्सरैव
रागद्वेषपुरस्सरैव
स्वकार्ये
स्वकार्ये
पुरुषं प्रवर्तयति
पुरुषं प्रवर्तयति
तदा स्वधर्मपरित्यागः
तदा स्वधर्मपरित्यागः
परधर्मानुष्ठानं च भवति
परधर्मानुष्ठानं च भवति
यदा पुनरागद्वेषौ
यदा रागद्वेषौ
तत्प्रतिपक्षेण नियमयति
तत्प्रतिपक्षेण
तदा शास्त्रदृष्टिरेव पुरुषः भवति
तदा शास्त्रदृष्टिरेव पुरुषः भवति
न प्रकृतिवशः
न प्रकृतिवशः
तस्मात् तयोः रागद्वेषयोः वशं नागच्छेत् यतः तौ ह्यस्य पुरुषस्य परिपन्थिनौ श्रेयो मार्गस्य विघ्नकर्तारौ तस्कराविव पथीत्यर्थः Bhutani prakritim yanti. Swasyaha prakritehe anusaram anurupam sarvani bhutani prakritim yanti jnanavanapi. Ataha nigraha kim karishati iti. Even the jnani acts in keeping with one's prakriti, one's swabhava, one's nature, which is determined by the action, the repeated actions that has become a samskara. Then even when jnani, if it is so even for a jnani, then what to talk about the other people? So therefore, nigraha, with regard to nigraha, nisheda rupaha nigraha, controlling them. How is it possible? Iti asking the question and himself gives a solution. Not possible, it seems. The answer is not possible, but it is possible. Not possible, nigraha is not possible when it is converted into a strong vritti, when it takes a strong form, when it has become strong, when the vritti has become very strong, then there is little space for vritti to become an action. So therefore, the vritti has become strong because of repeated action. Therefore, nigraha kim karishyati iti. It all depends upon the strength and the intensity of the thoughts. But still at the thought level, nigraha is possible. It is not that it is not possible, it is possible. The raga dvesha, karma yoga is nothing but handling this raga dvesha, neutralizing this raga dvesha, making the raga dvesha subserve or keep it under your vasha. That is called raga, karma yoga. Not allowing the raga dvesha to overpower you, not allowing the raga dvesha to rule over you. That is what is being a matured person, a matured being. And that is what is karma yoga is. Karma yogi is a matured person, matured man, supposed to be a matured person, a karma yogi, a sane person, not yielding himself to raga dvesha, handling it appropriately. That is what the karma yoga teaches. That is why Ishvararpana buddhi, prasada buddhi, attributing everything to the order and accepting whatever comes as Ishvara prasada. So there is acceptance, there is no resistance, no dvesha, no raga with regard to the results. Similarly, no raga, no dvesha with regard to what is to be done, because it is a worship, Ishvararpana buddhi. This is the psychology of the karma yoga, teaching of karma yoga. So therefore, raga dvesha vyavastito kutra indriyasya indriyas arte ataha tayoho vasham na agachet iti. An important advice is given. So therefore, don't yield yourself, don't submit yourself, don't come under the spell of raga dvesha. So it means nigraha is possible. Nigraha with regard to the thought is not possible, but putting the thought into action, there it is possible. You can stop the thought becoming an action, the thought converted, before it gets converted into a karma, that can be stopped. We have seen similar shloka before also. It's not something new. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha. Kama is nothing but raga dvesha. Kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sambhogaha sambhogat smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshat buddhinashaha buddhinashat pranashyati. It is taught by Bhagavan Krishna in the second chapter when he described Sthita Prajna Lakshanani. So there he said Vishaya Dhyanam. Vishaya Dhyanam is the cause. So Vishaya Dhyanam becomes Sankalpa, Sankalpa becomes Kama, Kama becomes Krodha, Krodha becomes Sammoha, Sammoha leads to Smriti Vibhrama, then Smriti Vibhrama finally leads to Buddhinashaha. Buddhinasha, when Buddhinasha happens, what happens to the person? The person is destroyed. So, therefore, the Vishaya Dhyanam, dwelling upon the objects at the thought level, that is the cause. So, at that level itself, one can have restraint. Therefore, it is possible. So, therefore, since Nigraha is possible, therefore, only the advice Tayorna Vasham Agachet, therefore, free will is there. Free will not at the level of what thought I should entertain. There is no free will, but putting the thought into an action, free will is there. The thought is so strong, that is because of the Purva Samskara. Thought is so strong, of course, their difficulty is in stopping the thought becoming an action. That is why, at the level of the Vishaya Dhyanam, when before it becomes into a Kama, that time itself, before itself, one has to be alert. That is one way. That is one thing. Before the Vishaya Dhyanam gets converted into a Kama, one can, that time itself, one can nip the thought at the budding stage itself. That is one way. Second way is, even though the thoughts are there, raga, dvesha, vrittis are there, keeping the goal in mind, the goal being freedom, therefore one can restrain, one can manage raga, dvesha and slowly overcome that. It is possible. That Bhagavan has given that scope, that free will Bhagavan has given. So therefore, raga, dvesha are manageable. That management, the ability to manage raga, dvesha, that is what is we call karma yoga, and that is the emotional maturity of the person. The karma yogi is that person who manages his raga, dvesha intelligently, efficiently, by not allowing himself to be overpowered by raga, dvesha. So therefore, a karma yogi, we can call a person as karma yogi who manages raga, dvesha. So there is no karma yoga if raga, dveshas are not there. In fact, there is no karma yoga. Raga, dveshas are there, therefore only karma yoga is required. And therefore, the person is karma yogi. Because raga, dveshas you didn't invite, it is there. You have a liking for certain things and you have dislike for certain things. You have liking for certain things which is not appropriate. You have got liking to do certain things which is not in keeping with your dharma. It is there. You cannot deny that. Similarly, you have dislike for certain things which you are supposed to do. Kartavya vishaye ragaha, kartavya vishaye dveshaha. Kartavya vishaye ragaha is there, no problem. If you like what you are doing or what you are supposed to do, then there is no problem. Your like also is keeping with what you are supposed to do, with the order of Ishvara. Therefore, no problem. There is harmony. But if it is not, then there is a friction that one has to learn to manage, learn to handle it efficiently. That is what the Karma Yoga is all about. So it's a beautiful shloka and to be understood very clearly, this Raga Dvesha or Paripantino. Bhagavan Krishna uses a very strong word Paripantino. They are the stealers. They rob your buddhi. Buddhinashaha. Buddhinashat pranashyati. It's all connected to the previous shloka. Buddhinasha. The buddhi alone makes a person, yes, that alone determines whether a person is a sane or not. Sane or otherwise. Buddhi. How he handles is buddhi. How the buddhi functions. Let not the buddhi be robbed by these robbers. Tayor navasham agachet. The vasham, submitting oneself is bondage. Free from that, being free from raga dvesha, that is 50% moksha, 50% free. If you are free from raga dvesha, you are free from bandha, almost free from bandha. So therefore, one has to learn to handle raga dvesha. Now we have read the Bhashyam and the shlokas and the Bhashyam 34 and 33 and 34. Before we get into the next shloka, 35th shloka, we will read from Gita Priyabodhini. The commentary here is beautiful. Beautifully, the author has given here. We will read. Mama, I'm reading from the Sangati to the 33rd shloka. You can see the screen. Mama matam anadritya kartavyam karma sanyasya sthanvat tushnim asmahe, sandhi is tushnim asmahe iti yetu manyante tesham prakriti adhinanam chalitva tushtim asanam na ghatate. Not possible, na ghatate. Mama matam yeve matamadam nityam. That is what mama anutishtanti manavaha, that matam, my view, my teaching. Anadritya, not respecting my teaching. Kartavyam karma sanyasya, giving up what is to be done, what is ordained by the Shastram, giving up. Sthanuvat tushnim asmahe, like a stanu, like a pillar, like an inert being. I will remind. Iti yetu manyante. Iti, those who think like this, tesham prakriti adhinanam, they who are completely dependent on the prakriti, that is Swabhava, achalitva, without any movement, not doing anything, tushnim asanam, remaining quiet, naghatate, not possible. That is why prakriti yanti bhutani, not possible. Jnaninam api ajayayaha prakritehe mama mayayaha nigrahasya ati dushkaratvat iti. Why it is not possible? even for a jnani, ajayayaha. Ajayayaha means not conquerable. What is not conquerable? Prakriti. That is my maya, mama maya, duratyaya. Later Bhagavan Krishna says, mama maya, duratyaya. It is not easy to cross over my maya, mama maya. So, my maya, mama maya. Mama maya means not that Bhagavan by his maya he puts into a problem. That is, you have created your own this samskara, the prakriti, by your action. So raga dvesha, it's all not Bhagavan gives. It's all what we created. So that is the karanam. That becomes the upadana karanam. That becomes upadana karanam for our action. Therefore, mama maya yaha nigrahasya, controlling them, dushkaratvat, very difficult. Even for a jnani, conquering my maya is difficult. Why? Dushkaratvat. Dushkaratvat, mama prakritehe, even for a jnani, this maya, is maya, the difficult to, because of dushkaratvat, because of the difficulty of handling this dushkaratvat, mayayaha nigraha is difficult even for a jnani. Jnaninamapi, even for a jnani, nigrahasya, ragadvesha, that prakriti, nigrahasya is prakritehe nigraha, tasya dushkaratvam asti, difficult to do. It is difficult to do even for a jnani to handle my prakriti, my maya iti. Karyate havashat karma iti vachanartam eva punaha dridayati mudhanam karmani niyamanartam. Karyate havashat karma sarva prakriti jai gunai. Bhagavan Krishna said before, all the beings are helplessly made to engage in action. Why? Because of prakriti. Iti vachanartam eva iti, the vachana, Bhagavataha vachana artam eva punaha dridayati. Again, he restates what has been told before. Mudanam karmani niyamanartam. The mudas, people, the mudas deluded, karmani niyamanartam punaha dridayati. The dridayati restates, reiterates. Punaha again, he reiterates that mudanam, the mudas, for the deluded, their karmani niyamanartam, to that for that engagement in their action, Bhagavan punaha niyamanartam vadati. Kim vadati? Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakriterjnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. How these mudaha, deluded people, they engage in karma helplessly. That is being told by or reiterated by Bhagavan. Sadrishamiti nitya nirantara brahmanishta nirmulita sarva vasana grantirapi brahmavit pranatrana hedutaya avishishtayaha sasyaha prakritehe vasanayaha sadrisham eva anurupam eva aharado cheshtate. Cheshtate means a karma kurvate, engage in karma action. They engage in action. Who? Nitya nirantara brahmanishta. That is the one who has nishta in Brahma. Nitya nirantara Brahma. Brahma which is nityam, which is nirantara. Nirantara is unsurpassable in the Brahma. One who has nishta. Nirmolita sarva vasana grantihi api. All describes the person who had rooted out all the vasana. Vasana granthi. Granthi means knot. All the knots, all the vasanas, the granthis which are the vasanas, which have been rooted out by this person, and the person is having nishtha in Brahma, is abides in Brahma, established in Brahma, absorbed in Brahma, whatever it may be. That is how you have to give translation. That is a Brahma nishtha. Sanskritam is better. Brahmanishta is Brahmanishta. Grantihi api Brahmavit, that person Brahmavit, Brahmajanati, Brahmavit, Pranatrana hetutaya avishishtayaha swasyaha prakrutehe vasanayaha. Pranatrana, for the trana, for the protection of the prana, that is a hetu, because of having the status of that being the hetu. Therefore, avishishtayaha means not Vishishta, Avishishta, not specified, general, Prakriti, Vasanayaha, Vasanas, in keeping with the Prakriti, otherwise called the Vasanas, otherwise called Samskara, Sadrisham, in keeping with the Prakriti, that is Sadrisham, Anurupam, Eva, Aharado. Aharado denotes a karma, Ahara, eating, etc. Engage in action like eating, etc. Who Brahmavit. For what purpose? For the protection of their prana and their Brahmanishta, even though they are completely rooted out the vasanas, still in keeping with the vasana. It means, rooted out means that vasanas are there, but they are like the roasted seed. Roasted seeds will not sprout. You cannot completely remove the vasanas, not possible. It is already created. So, but you can make the vasanas, the vasanas inert, dull. You can nullify the vasana in terms of by not allowing it to manifest into action. That is possible. Like the seeds. Like the seeds which are roasted cannot sprout. Similarly, the vasanas are nirmulita. Nirmulita means rooted out. Rooted out means removed, but not literally not possible. The vasanas cannot be removed. The vasanas already created, it will be there. It means he keeps the vasanas under his control. That is the idea. Even though vasana grantihi nirmulita, still he acts in keeping with this vivasana. Vasanayaha sadrishamepa eva aharado cheshtate. Or we can take this way, Dushtavasana, Durvasana, that has been completely rooted out. So whatever the vasanas which are not dushta, which are not problematic, that is why aharado karmani cheshtate. So in keeping with the liking for a certain food, that is not a problem. That is not put a person into a problem. Liking for a specific food, liking for a small things. So therefore only the word avishishtayaha. Avishishtayaha is general prakriti, general subhava. So specific subhavas are nirmulita, which only creates problem. General subhava, which are not problematic, which do not create any problem, which do not create any disturbance in the nishtha. In keeping with that, even the jnani, the Brahmavit, cheshtate, he acts. So the author here substantiate what Bhagavan Krishna told. Jnanavan api cheshtate means that is misleading. It seems to mislead. Even jnanis act in keeping with Prakriti. Then why do you ask me to control my Prakriti? The person may ask. That is why the author beautifully here he says, Dushta vasanas are nirmulita. This is all avashishta vasana. Avashishtayaha, the general or the vasanas which are not which are not problematic, which do not create problem, which do not take away the person from their commitment to the moksha. So like this simple action like eating, etc. Eating, etc. Cheshtate. All jnanis are not same. Some jnanis, they remain one place. Some jnanis, they keep on moving. They like moving, traveling. Ramana Maharshi did not move from Tiruvannamalai. He was there from the age of 16 till he passed away at 1948, I think. Till the whole life he was there only. The long life is that whole life, the only 16 years he was away. He was in some other place, in his birthplace, Madurai, another place. The whole life he spent, almost the whole life he spent in only Tiruvannamalai. No other place he went. There are other jnanis who do not stay in one place, they move around. This is Prakriti. This Prakriti is not an hindrance for the person. This is how it is. You cannot say why this person is like this, why this jnani is like, acts like that, why that another jnani. Like Shankaracharya, he traveled, throughout his life he traveled. Vijaya, but this parikrama, Bharata parikrama, he did and conquered many people, many Purva-Pakshis. There were about 72 different fates were there. All he debated and defeated them. That is his Prakriti. At Jnanam, at the level of Jnanam, there is no difference. But at the level of Prakriti, there is a difference. That is determined by the Vasanas. That is the idea. Then the next line. Tani grahitum na shaknoti sharira sati hetoho prakrutehe dur nivaratvat. This is also even Parjnani. Tani referring to the Indriyani grahitum na shaknoti sharira sati hetoho. For the maintenance of the Sharira, Tani Grahitum na Shaknoti. One cannot not able to hold the Indriyas. Because Prakrutehe Durnivaratvat, it is because of the impossibility of avoiding or prohibiting the Prakriti. Therefore, they engage in certain karma, certain action. This is about Jnani. Evam Brahmanishtaya Prakritim Atitya Tishtataha Jitendriyasya Brahmavidopi Prakriti Anuvartitve Sati Avashishtanam Modanam Kim Bhaktavyam Iti Ashayena Aha Prakritim Iti. If this is the condition for the Brahmanishta who has gone above the Prakriti, it means they have the Prakriti under their control. They don't allow the Prakriti to overpower them. Therefore, they are the conquerors of Prakriti. Prakriti Atitya Tishtataha. They stand above Prakriti. Prakriti Atitya Tishtataha. Jitendriyasya. They have the one who have conquered the Indriyas and they are Brahmavit. They themselves Prakriti Anuvartitve, they themselves act in keeping with Prakriti, Sati Saptami, Sati, Prakriti Anuvartitve, Anuvartitve, and Anuvartitvam is the status of being following the Prakriti, Anuvartitve, Saptami, Anuvartitve, Sati Saptami. Even they themselves follow they themselves act in keeping with the Prakriti. Then what about Avashishtanam? What about the remaining, these Buddhanam, Kim Bhaktavyam, what to talk about them? Iti Ashayena Aha Bhagavan Prakritim Iti Sukha Dukkha Yoho Anubhutyai Swasva Karmana Bhavanti Iti Bhutani Sarve Praninaha Swasva Jatyan Rupena Nana Kriya Nirvritti Hetu Bhuta Prakritim Ragadveshadi Gunavatim Vasanatmikam Yanti Sukha Dukkayoho Anubhutyai Swasva Karmana Bhavanti Iti. Sukha Dukkayoho Anubhutyai. For the experience of Sukha Dukkha Swasva Karmana Bhavanti one's action determines the experience of the sukha dukkha. Iti bhutani sarve praninaha swa jati anurupena, in keeping with one's species, one's jati. Jati is one's being, whatever may be the being, whether it is animal or pashu or human beings or any beings. Nana kriya nirvrakti hetu bhuta prakritim raga dveshadi gunavatim vasanatmikam yanti. They engage in different action. They engage in different action for with what is the hetu, what is the reason for them to engage in their action? That is, this prakriti is a hetu. Prakriti nirvritti hetu bhuta prakritim. Prakriti is the hetu for their engagement in different karma, for them acting. They act in keeping with the prakriti. Nana kriya nirvritti. Nana kriya is different action. They engage in different action. Nana kriya nirvritti, for that hetu bhuta is prakriti, and that is raga dveshadi gunavatim. Why gunavatim? Because prakriti is stilinga. Therefore, raga dveshadi gunavatim vasanatmikam yanti. The prakritim yanti bhutani. The line, that is what is described by the author here, the commentator here. So, prakritim bhutani. Bhutanis act in keeping with prakriti. Prakriti sadrisham yanti. That is what the author explains here. Not the author, sorry. The commentator. Not the author. Who is the author? Author is Vyasacharya. And the teacher is Bhagavan Krishna. Here the commentator. Vasanatmikam yanti swaswa prakriti anurupena ragadveshabhyam nana rupam cheshtante eva. Therefore, swaswa prakriti anurupena, in keeping with one's prakriti, by ragadvesha, nana rupam, they engage in different karma, nana rupam, cheshtante eva. Na prakriti adhinam tushtim statum kshanamapi shaknuvanti. They who are totally dependent on prakriti, they cannot remain even for a moment. Prakriti makes them act. Therefore, these beings cannot remain even tushnim statum, remaining quite even for a kshanam, even for a moment. Na shaknuvanti, na should be connected to the shaknuvanti, na shaknuvanti, not possible. They are not able to remain quite even for a kshanam, for a moment. Yataha, therefore, vayam na kinchit kurmaha iti nigraha tatkalika indriya nirodha kim karishyati. If that is so, we will not do anything. Iti, the nigraha, the withholding, withdrawing, that is only tatkalika, that is only temporary nirodha, restraining of the indriyas. What it can do? Nothing it can do. Because your svabhava will push you into karma. Therefore, ragadi doshavat swakiya prakriti vegena sarvasyapi cheshtitavye sati nagam kinchit karomi iti niyamaha vyartaha ityartaha. Under the spell of ragadvesha, ragadi doshavat swakiya prakriti vegena, by the force of the prakriti, one's own prakriti, and that is ragadvesha, ragadi doshavat. Ragadis are the dosha. These are the dosha. Doshavat, the one who has his ragadi dosha. By that, swakiya prakriti, that is the prakriti, by the force of those prakriti, which is ragadi dosha, sarvasyapi cheshtitavye api, all the beings, they are cheshtitavye sati, made to act. So, if it is so, I will not do anything. Nagam kinchit karomi iti, this niyama, this regulation is useless. When by the force of the prakriti, all the beings act, I will not do anything. Iti, the self-regulation, it is useless. It means self-regulation, self-management, self-control is not possible. Iti. That is the 33rd shloka. Now, in the next one, shloka Bhagavan Krishna says it is possible. That is going to come the next shloka, for which the Sangati is given by the commentator. It's a beautiful commentary here also. Nanu, sarvasyapi pranijatasya ragadveshatmikaya prakritya grastatve tvanmatanusarinam api ukta lakshana prakriti grastatvat twadukte karma yoge katam tesham pravrittihi gatate iti ashankayam ragadveshayoho ashankayam. Up to that should be able to understand. It's not difficult. Little effort you can understand. Nanu is objection. So the Sangati is through an objection, connecting the shloka to the next shloka through an objection. Nanu sarvasyapi pranijatasya, all the pranijatis, all the beings. Pranijata, not only human beings, all the beings. Why cow acts in a particular way, not like the lion? That is what the Prakriti is. That is what the Prakriti. All the beings are not same. They have got that. That is called Avashishta Prakriti. That is how the Prakriti, that's what we call programmed. So Prakriti Myanti Bhutani, they act in keeping with their programming. Programming, we say Bhagavan had done. In fact, Bhagavan has given that the Shariram, in keeping with the Shariram, in keeping with the limitation of the Shariram, in keeping with the limitation of the Buddhi, which is obtained in the Shariram, all the beings act. Therefore, Pranijatasya, Pranijati, the Samuha, all the pranis, Sarvasyapi, Pranijatasya, Ragadveshatmikaya, Prakritya, Grastatve. Grasta is devouring by the Prakriti, the Prakriti which is of the form of Ragadvesha, Grastatve, devouring, Grastatve sati. Tvanmata, what is Tvanmata? Twatmata. Twatmata is Bhavataha Mata, Krishnasya Mata, Bhagavataha Mata. Matam is Visa, Yeme, Matamidam, Nityam. Tvanmata, your Mata, your teaching. Tvanmata, Tvan is Twat. Twat plus Mata, Tvanmata. Yaronanasika, Nasikova, by that it has become Tvanmata, it's a samasa. Tvanmata Anusarinam api. That is people, that is the beings, people who follow your Tvanmata, your teaching, your Tvanmata Anusarinam api. Ukta Lakshana Prakriti Gastatvat, being devoured by this Prakriti, Twadukte Karma Yoga which is taught by you, Katam Tesham Pravrittihi Gatate, how it is possible for them to engage in Karma Yoga if they are overpowered by, or if they are controlled by Ragadvesha, how they can engage in Karma Yoga? It's a beautiful question. Apt question. If all the beings, particularly human beings, if human beings are dictated by Karma Yoga, then what the teaching of Karma Yoga, then how is it possible for them to follow your teaching of Karma Yoga? The teaching of Karma Yoga becomes Yattaha, it becomes useless, because Prakriti Bhutani, all the beings, they act in keeping with their Ragadvesha, dictated by Ragadvesha, they do karma. Therefore, Twadukte Karma Yoge Katam Tesham Pravrittihi Bhavati Gatate, how is it possible for them to engage in Karma Yoga, which is taught by you? Iti Ashankayam. With this, if this doubt is there, then Ragadvesha Yogo Samichinatva, Asamichinatva Buddhi Mulakatvat, Nadveshti Kushalam Karma, Kushalena Anusajjate iti Nyayena, Ishvaradinatmake, Ishvara Radhana, Ishvara Aradhanatmake, Ishvara Radhanatmake, Ishvara Aradhana. Okay, it's a Sandhi. It's Samasa, in fact, it is Samasa. Ishvarasya Aradhanam, Ishvaradhanam. Ishvara Radhanatmake, Kartavye, Vidyukte, Karmani, Kushalatva, Akushalatva, बुद्धि परित्यागे रागद्वेषयोगो अनवकाशः इति सूचयितुं रागद्वेषयोगो स्थितिं तन्निर्वृत्ति प्रकारं तयोः बन्धकत्वं च आह. It seems to be difficult. It is not easy. So if the doubt is there, then ragadveshayogo, that is raga and dvesha, samichinatva asamichinatva buddhi mulakatvat. That which is proper, samichinatvam, asamichinatvam, that which is improper, iti. How do you know? Decided by what? By your buddhi. Iti buddhi mulakatvat. Nadveshti kushalam karma, kushalena anusajyate iti nyayena. What is his nyaya? This is, in fact, this is this shloka of the Gita, where it is 18th chapter, 10th shloka. Nadveshti kushalam karma, kushalena anushajyate, tyagi sattvasamavishtaha, medhavi chinna samshayaha. The 18th chapter, the shloka is there. So there is, Bhagavan Krishna says, this nadveshtya kushalam karma, nadveshti akushalam karma. That is, even if the karma is not pleasant, this person, this yogi, he will not have hatred for that. If it is, even the karma, what is to be done, if it is not pleasant, he will not have hatred for that, dislike for that, dvesha for that. Similarly, even if the karma is good, you will not have raga for it. Na anushajyate. In that shloka, Bhagavan Krishna says, tyagi sattva samavishtaha medhavi chinna samshayaha. That the person is a tyagi. Tyagi means he doesn't have, or he is not bound by the result of action. And he is sattva samavishtaha, has got antakaranam, pure antakaranam, and he is medhavi, has got viveka buddhi, who has resolved all the doubts. That person, he will not have hatred for the karma which is not pleasant, and love for the karma which is pleasant. Iti nyayena. Iti nyayena Ishvara radhanatmake, that is Ishvara aradhanam, that is karma yoga, Ishvara arpana buddhi. Kartavye vidiyukte, in the vidhi, in the injunction which ordains that kartavye, that should be done, kartavye karmani, kushalatva akushalatva buddhi parityage, giving up the buddhi of the kushalatvam akushalatvam. This is good, that is not good. It is not about good or bad. It is about what is proper, what is improper. The karma. It is not about pleasant karma or unpleasant karma. It is about what is proper. Even if it is unpleasant, even if the karma is unpleasant, but it is to be done, then it is to be done. It doesn't matter whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. That is what is Karma Yoga is. Karma Yoga is, even if the karma is unpleasant, one has to do it because it is to be done. Even if the karma is pleasant, if a person should not supposed to do, then one should not do. Or if it is to be done, let him do, but not bound to it. That is what the shloka says. Therefore, that is what Ishvara Aradhana, iti vidhi, the injunction which is told. Therefore, karmani kushalatva akushalatva buddhi parityagi, giving up this attitude, kushalatvam akushalatvam, with regard to the karma, raga dvesha yogo anavakashaha iti. No space for, no, that is raga dvesha yogo anavakasha, not giving space, not giving gap for the raga dvesha iti. That is not allowing raga dvesha. Anavakasha means scope. Avakasha means space, gap. Here it can translate scope, not giving scope for raga dvesha iti, not giving scope for raga dvesha, and giving up the buddhi of kushalatva buddhi, akushalatva buddhi. This is plus nice, this is not nice with regard to the karma. Giving up that, what is to be done in keeping with one varna, ashrama, and the situation life should be done, should not be done. That which should not be done, should not be done. those karmas which are nishiddha, prohibited, should not be done. Iti suchagitum, raga dvesha yogo stitim, the sthiti of raga dvesha, the condition of raga dvesha, the status of raga dvesha, the position of raga dvesha, tannivritti prakaram, the method, the mode of avoiding that, tayogo bandhakatvam, how it binds you, cha aga Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna, he says that in the next shloka, indriyasyendriyasyarte, ragadvesho vyavastito, tayornavashamagachet, tauyasya paripantino. Indriyasyeti, indriyasyendriyasya, sarvesham indriyanam. Bhashyakara also said the same thing. Indriyasya, indriyasya. That is 2 times it is repeated, vipsa. Therefore, with regard to all the indriyas, shotradinam, arte is the sense object. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. These are the vishayas for shotradinam, indriyanam. That is shabdado. He himself has given shabdado, ragadvesho, vyavastito. Ragadveshas are there. With regard to the indriya vishayas for the indriyas, it is naturally there. Therefore, ishte ragaha and ishte dveshaha. These lines are similar to the bhashyam. Same, not similar, same lines. These lines are same as that of the bhashyam. Ishte ragaha, with regard to the ishta, that ishte ragaha, ishte vishaye ragaha. With regard to the vishayas which are ishta, which you like, there is a raga for that. Anishte dveshaha, that which are not, that which is anishta, not desired. With regard to the desired thing, you have raga. With regard to the undesired, not desired, anishta, not desired by you. With regard to the dvesha, iti evam prativishayam niyamena sito bhavataha, the raga dvesha naturally there. With regard to the ishta vishaya, there is raga. With regard to the anishta vishaya, there is dvesha. You don't like certain things, you like certain things. These raga dveshas, you don't apply your free will and entertain the raga dvesha. These raga dveshas are naturally there. Therefore, raga dvesha vyavastito. Indriyasya arte, with regard to the sense objects, is naturally there. Therefore, indriyanam vishayeshu ragaha va dveshaha va astu. Therefore, indriyanam vishaye, with regard to the indriya vishaya, ragaha, let there be raga, let there be dvesha. Mumukshoho tena tu ka anihi itiyaha. What is the problem with regard for the mumukshu? With regard to the indriyas, having the raga or dvesha for indriya vishaya, with regard to them, what is the problem for the mumukshu? What does he lose? What is the loss for him? That is being said. Tau he is yasmat. Where is he? Tayo navashama gachet. Tau he, that he hasya. He asya. He is yasmat karanat, because of the reason. Yasmat karanat. Yasmat itself is karana. Yasmat karanat. He is equal to yes. Yataha is equal to yasmat karanat. Panchami itself has got the hetu, the karana. Karanat. Yasmat karanat tau ragadveshau asya dharmam chikishoho moksha margasya paripantinau. Why it is said? Because this ragadvesha, asya referring to the mumukshu, for the karma yogi. He is a karma yogi for, why he is a karma yogi? Because he wants to be free. Therefore, karma yogis are mumukshu. So this karma yogi who is a mumukshu, therefore, dharmam, ragadvesha asya, dharmam chikirshoho, moksha margasya, for his moksha marga, the one who desires to follow dharma, he desires dharma, moksha margasya, in its pursuit of moksha, they become the paripantinau, they become the obstacles. Pati, in the path, chorav iva, like the robbers. Chorav iva, pratibandaka, obstacles. Mumukshum, moksha sadhanam, ashayantam, swashraya balena, vishayaranye, patagitva, tadantareva brahmayataha. They are pratibandaka, they are the obstacle And what they do to the mumukshu is moksha sadhanam ashriyantam mumukshu. The mumukshus who are engaged in the moksha sadhana, who have got ashraya, who have resorted to moksha sadhana, this ragadvesha, what does it do? By its force, it causes him to fall into the aranya, into the forest of Vishaya. Vishayaranya. Vishayaranya is this world of objects. Vishaya Aranya. Vishayani, Vishayaha eva, Vishayaha, Vishayani or Vishayaha Aranyam eva, like the forest. In the Vishayaranya. So this Vishayas, these objects are compared to the forest of this Vishaya, these objects, the world of objects. Vishayaranya is the world of objects. That is a translation, best translation. Vishayaranya patagitva, cause to fall. That is, this person is caused to fall into the Vishayaranya, then he will keep roaming, wandering in the Vishayaranya. Because of the force of Ragadvesha, he is forced to fall, is compelled to, or is forced to fall into this Vishayaranya, and he will be wandering in the Vishayaranya. Being caught in that, he will be Ramayataha. Therefore, Tatoho Mumukshuhu Purushaha Sarasat Viveki Vishaye Samichinatwadi Buddhya Tayoho Ragadveshayoho Vasham Adhinatam Na Gachet. Therefore, Mumukshuhu, the Purushaha Mumukshuhu, is Sarasat Viveki, Dharma Viveki. He knows what is Sat, what is Asat. Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveki, Sadasat Viveki, that which is true, that which is not true, false, that Viveki who has got the Buddhi, Viveka Buddhi, that person, Vishaye, Samichinatwadi Buddhaya, Tayoho, Ragadveshayoho, by this Buddhi. What is the Buddhi? The Buddhi which has the ability to distinctly understand which is proper, which is not proper. Applying that Buddhi, let him not come under the Vasha, the spell of Ragadvesha, na Gachet. And that is in this Ragadvesha, which is in the form of, or which is towards Dravye, Gune, Karmaniva. Dravya is the materials, the physical objects. Guna is referring to the characters, the guna, the habits, gune, a certain action, guna, and karmani is as action. So gune karmaniva, dravye gune karmaniva, samichinatwadi buddhim na kuryat. Let him not have the samichinatva buddhi, the propriety with regard to this dravya, guna, and karmani. Iti. With regard to, that is, dravye karma, gune karmaniva, samichinatva buddhim na kuryat. Samichinatva buddhim na kuryat. That is not proper, and on that, let him not have samichinatva buddhi. So, over that, let him not have samichinatva buddhi, that propriety, the buddhi of propriety, that which is not proper. On that, one should not have samichinatva buddhi, na kuryat. The samichinatva buddhi over the things which is not proper, that tells the person is under the spell of Ragadvesha. Therefore, let him not come under the spell of this Ragadvesha. And that is in the form, that is with regard to Ragadvesha, with regard to Dravya, Guna, or Karma. With regard to the physical objects, or with regard to certain likings for things, or etc. Or with regard to doing also, with regard to doing certain things. So that invites problem. Therefore, let him not have samichinatva buddhi. Let him not samichinatva buddhi with them, with regard to them. Therefore, Vishayeshu samichinatva asamichinatva buddhi karanam eva tayoho vashavartitva etuhu. So Vishayeshu, the objects, Vishayeshu, samichinatva asamichinatva buddhi. That is, samichinatva buddhi is raga, asamichinatva buddhi is dvesha. So, having raga dvesha for the Vishayeshu, that is the hetu. That is the hetu for coming under the spell of raga, coming under the spell of it. Tayogo Vashavartitvam, the status of being impelled, propelled, or absorbed, Vasha, status of having the status of coming under the sway of this Tayogo, Ragadvesha Yoga, Vashavartitvam. They have, Vasha means they attract, Vashavarti. That is why we say this way, or say, whatever it may be, or control. Ragadvesha control you, Vashavartitvam. That becomes a hetu. Tam mumukshoho akurvan. Let the mumukshu not do that. Tam akurvan, not doing that. Akurvan, nakurvan, shatranta. Mumukshuhu akurvan, not mumukshuhu. This person, mumukshuhu, not doing that. Akurvan, ragadvesha yogo, vishayo. Ragadvesha yogo, avishayaha bhutva. Nullifying the ragadvesha. Ragadvesha yogo, avishayaha bhutva. That is, Ragadvesha with regard to the Vishaya, that Vishayas, Avishayaha Bhutva, not acting upon that or not nullifying that. Vishayaha, Avishayaha Bhutva. They are the Vishaya, they are the objects of attraction, objects of hatred. Those he will make into a Avishaya, not into a Vishaya. He will nullify them. Abhishayah Bhutva, Swadharme, in one's own dharma, Kushaleva, Kushaleva, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant, Va, Api, Ishvara Priti Pravarteta, let him act for the sake of the Priti, Ishvara Priti, Ishvara Prasad, Ishvara Priti is Mamopata Samasta Binda Kshedvara, Shri Parameshwara Priti Artham, that is a Priti. For Ishvara Priti, for the gaining the anugraha of Ishvara, or for the satisfaction of the Lord. Lord is not doesn't require any satisfaction. He's already completely satisfied. That's why he is Ishvara. So Ishvara Priti is not that by your karma Ishvara become happy, Ishvara becomes Priti. He becomes satisfied. It is not like that. It is your attitude towards the karma and by doing what is to be done, you are in keeping with the order of Ishvara. That is the Ishvara Priti. Even in the Sankalpa, Mamopata Samasta Durida Kshedvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartham means what? For the Priti, for the satisfaction of the Lord. The Lord need not be satisfied, or he will not get satisfied by you. How can you satisfy the all-pervading Lord? By your small karma or by your small offering, how can the Lord be made satisfied? Lord is satisfied. That is when you do what you're supposed to do. By adhering to the order. That is what Ishvara Priti is. Ishvararpana Buddhi. That Ishvararpana Buddhi, that you offer, that the attitude of offering to Bhagavan, that is important. That the attitude of offering to the Bhagavan and adhering to the order, that is Ishvara Priti. So Bhagavan will bless you by adhering to the order of Ishvara. You are not violating the order of Ishvara. So by that, you become a patram, a fit person for the anugraha of Ishvara. That is what Ishvara Priti. So what we try to gain or accomplish by doing certain karmas which are to be done is, we become a receptacle, a patram for gaining the anugraha. One has to earn the grace of the Lord. Grace is always there. One has to earn the grace of the Lord by adhering to the order of that is a wish. The order is a wish of the Lord. So, by adhering to the wish of Ishvara, one has to become a patram. That's what Ishvara Priti. Ishvara Priti, Ishvara Prityartam, Pravarteta, let him engage. Evam Pravartaha, thus the person who engages in karma, who does karma, who performs karma, Pravartaha, Nishpratyuha Moksham Prapnoti Ityartaha. Nishpratyuha, he will gain moksha, which is Nishpratyuha, free from any sort of hindrance, obstacles, impediments. Nishpratyuha moksham prapnoti ityartaha. That person who engages in action, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant, engages in action for Ishvara Priti is equal to Ishvara Anugrahartam, for obtaining the grace of the Lord. When Ishvara becomes happy, then what does it do? It blesses you for gaining the blessing of the Lord. That is the apt translation. Ishvara Prityartam, for the blessing of the Lord. When the blessing of the Lord is following what the Lord had enjoined through the Veda. What the Bhagavan had enjoined through the Veda, that one has to follow. Therefore, Kushaleva Swadarme, that is also important. Swadarme. Swadharma, the word is important because that is a connection to the next shloka. So, in one's own dharma, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant, then the person engage in that action karma for the blessing, for gaining the blessing of the Lord, by which this person, Pravrittaha, this karma yogi, this mumukshuhu, he gains a moksha which is Nishpratyuga moksha, the moksha which is free from obstacles. Nishpratyuga means the obstacles, the hindrances. For the moksha, this ragadvesha, they are all the hindrances. They are the paripanti, they are the vignakartaru. Therefore, free from any obstacles, any sort of obstacles. This ragadvesha, these are adhyatmika pratibandha. Adhyatmika pratibandha. Different pratibandhas are there. Adhyatmika, adi bhautika, adi deivika. So, adhyatmika pratibandha, that alone prevents the person from being free. Therefore, Nishpratyuga moksham prapnoti ityartaha, the person gains. That is the meaning of this shloka. Therefore, tayoho ragadveshayoga vasham na agachet. So, not coming under the sway of ragadvesha, let the person act in keeping with the injunction of the Veda, that is the wish of Ishvara. By that, he become a anugraha patram and he will gain moksha easily without being hindered by any obstacles. He will gain moksha. Pursuing the moksha marga, he will reach the destination, the Paramapurushata Nishraya iti. That is the meaning. So this Karma Yoga is topic is up to here, it is completed. Now, another important here, the next shloka is also about Karma Yoga only. That is adhering to one's own dharma. Adhering to one's own dharma, for which Bhashyakara already in the Bhashyam, yes, indicated in the Bhashyam. That is the beauty. How Bhashyakara already indicated what is going to come. That is Swadharma Parityagaha and Paradharma Anushtanam. When you have Ragadvesha, it will lead to Swadharma Parityaga, giving up one's own Swadharma, giving up one's dharma and following Paradharma, following others' dharma. When Ragadvesha is there, then there is giving up of one's karma and taking up others' karma. That is not Karma Yoga. Even though it is karma, but it is not yoga, because it will not lead to moksha. Therefore, it is not yoga. Even though karma is there, like Arjuna, giving up his swadharma, fighting the war, waging the war, if it takes to paradharma, sannyasa, then it is violation. There also he uses a free will. Free will is, that is why the question comes, that is why he can act also. That is why Upadesha is required, some guidance is required. That's why teacher is required, some guidance is required, Shastram is required. Arjuna, if he had taken to sannyasa, in the beginning, then there is no problem. But giving up one's dharma, the yuddha, and taking to sannyasa, that too, when he was in the middle of the battlefield, that is not proper. That cannot become yoga, that is not conducive for the spiritual that is not conducive for the spiritual pursuit. If he really wants moksha, he wants to take sannyasa for what purpose? Moksha. If he really wants moksha, then that is not the way, that is not proper, that will not give moksha. So therefore, the next topic is going to be Swadharma Anushtanam. Swadharma Anushtanam is Karma Yoga. Following one's dharma in keeping with the varna, ashrama, vyavastha situation, giving up raga dvesha, kushalatva, akushalatva, buddhi parityagena, swadharma anushtanam, karma yoga. This is another definition. You have seen the definition of karma yoga, many definition. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That is one definition. Yoga karmasu koshalam. Karmasu koshalam, that is another definition. Similarly, here, Swadharmanushtanam, Raga Dvesha, that Samichina, that Kushalatva, Akushalatva Buddhi, Parityagena, Swadharmanushtanam, Karma Yoga Bhavati. This is another definition. Even though it is explicitly not given, but we have to understand. Therefore, the next topic is going to be Swadharma Anushtanam. We will see that. We'll see that in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद
गुरुजी। धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद गुरुजी। धन्यवाद।